Welcome to Monster Month, day 16, one day beyond, where it's too far to turn back. Too far to turn back. 15, that's kind of that was the moment for me where I kind of went, you know what, I'm actually doing this. 30 days, this marathon. I mean, it's pretty crazy. I knew it was crazy going in. I once did a 100K, shout out to my boys in Australia, I miss you guys. I once did a 100K trek through the Blue Mountains in Australia. We did it in 36 hours. And I gotta tell you, that was probably the hardest thing I've ever done in my life. I've had harder situations emotionally in my life, but physically, that was pretty darn hard. You know, we didn't sleep. We just kind of walked through the Blue Mountains. A lot of steep terrain, up and down, and I really learned my limitations as a human being in terms of my body, and I also learned my limitations in terms of my emotions, of where there was 4 of us, and we all had these moments where we thought like we just couldn't do it anymore. And I knew that this was going to be one of those things. And every day, it's tough. I'm not going to kid you. I mean, it's tough. Every day you have to kind of get up and you have to think about, okay, so what am I going to do today? And then you have to sit there and it's like extreme focus. Because when I'm done this, I'm not just done. Then I go in and actually edit this stuff. So, we edit it and get it up and render it, and then my wife, handles the online stuff in terms of getting this stuff up online. So it's quite an endeavor, and I am so happy I'm taking it on though, because I'm learning so much about what my limitations are, what I can do and can't do, areas that I need to better my craft. So to all of you that are kind of following along and actually doing stuff, good on you, because this stuff, I mean, it's fun, but it definitely takes a certain certain fortitude of a person to be able to just get in there and do it every single day. And I tell you what, if you can do this stuff, then you got what it takes. You got what it takes. Not to pat myself on the back, but I understand. There's something here, I understand. Anyways, so today there's something that I've been wanting to do for a while. It's another one of those characters that started in the computer and just never finished it. And here's a little sidebar on that thing, just a little piece of my mind for you guys. If you've ever started something and not finished it, I've learned something along the way. It's getting bald and gray, you kind of pick some things up. And what I picked up is this. Anything that you start that you don't finish, it's because you never really cared about it. Make sense? I mean, it's harsh, but that's the reality of it. Anything that we really care about means that we have an emotional connection to it, an emotional attachment to it, which makes you ultimately want to finish it. So we take it to its fruition. Now, that being said, there's an exercise that kind of ties into where I started, of fortitude, of you forcing yourself to finish something that I think is really good. Because the thing is that we all tend to do things that we're good at. And then when we get to the parts that we're not good at, that's when we give up. And what you want to do is when you get to the parts where you feel like you're giving up, that's where you want to work your hardest, because that is where you, as a person, as a human being, are growing. When you're at your weakest, when you're at your most frustrated, that is when you're becoming a better person. So, with that, get out there and work, and let's just get started and work on this one. So I know this one took a little bit of a different tone from all the other ones, but I just really felt like, so many good vibe messages that I'm getting and so many good things that I just wanted to transmit to you guys back, that I'm really thankful for, everything that you guys, the messages you guys keep sending me. So thank you for that, because that has given me the energy to continue forward on the second trek of our 30-day Monster Month. And with that, double time. Well, there you have it. At the end of day 16, I give you Nosferatu. I've always loved that. I mean, it's so amazingly creepy. And I've always wanted to just sculpt my own. So, yeah, not much to say other than, you know, it's a Nosferatu. You know, bony head, gaunt, elongated kind of, you know, pointy jaw, chin. You know, obviously those fangs. And yeah, my version's a little bit older than the, you know, the cinematic. But I still, you know, I just want to put a little bit more, you know, wrinkles and whatnot in there. Just want to play around a little bit with that. But I'm happy. I'm very satisfied with this sculpture. So thank you for joining me. If you haven't done so already, subscribe. And tomorrow, I can't wait. Okay, ciao.